What's good? What's good? This is Steeko. This is Steeko, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate the love and support. Though I mean, gente, I love the interaction. Thank you. Hey, man, let's talk about the streets just for a little bit, man. I remember growing up in certain areas, man. It wasn't the most pleasant environment, but it did teach me valuable lessons. I learned a lot about friendships, loyalty, trust, all that good stuff, man. And one thing that I did learn is that if you decide to do something illegally, right? No, not illegal, no todo legal, cabrón. Illegal, ¿verdad? If you decide to go do something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, and you got a few individuals that you know associated with you, and y'all decide to go ahead and do what y'all want to do, you know? We're not spending the house in the streets, right? And y'all get caught. And what do you do then? Do you point fingers at the person, or do you say, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one down because I know what I did wrong, and then we can't let this fly para nada. You can't let it go, you know what I mean? Because what y'all did together, y'all will end up doing together in jail too. So get into the thumbnail. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who we gonna talk about now? We got Lil Boosie, Kodak Black. That situation is getting heated by the moment. Them two are going back and forth, and then we don't know where it's going to end up. And that all started because Kodak Black decided to do a record with the one and only Snitch 9. You cannot get rid of that guy. You cannot get rid of him. I'm sorry, you can't. He is what hip-hop needs and what hip-hop wants. That's what it looks like at this moment. But he got paid, Kodak Black. He got paid a lot of money for this record. $1 million. Hijo de la chingada. And he got a vehicle out of it, right? That's what it sounds like. And to me, I'm looking at the OGs in this mix. You got Whack 100 in the mix. Let me fix that up for y'all. Hold up. We got Whack 100. Okay. We got Whack 100 in the mix. And he's like, he did nothing wrong. Knowing that he comes from that cloth, them streets, what you mean he didn't do nothing wrong, man? At first, I was with it, right? I was like, man, he just did a record. That's how I felt. If y'all look at, I rated the song, my reaction, it was a good record. But Lil Boosie had some things to talk about Vlad, and it made a lot of sense. It started clicking to me, and I was like, how desperate can you be about money? You can make money. As a man, you don't go to another man that doesn't stand for what you stand for, it doesn't represent what you represent, and go do a record with him just because you need money. As a man, you go figure it out, put your feet in the ground, put your head down, and figure it out if you need money that bad. Are you struggling for money? If that's the case, you could have done a mixtape, you could have done an album, you could have done features, you could have done some shows, you could have done something, right? But these days, what do these people stand on? Because Kodak Black was making fun of Lil Boosie because he had to sell his car to pay legal fees or whatever. He talks about it. I'm going to drop that link in my description so y'all can check it out. But he talks about it. But the man has like 10 cars. Come on now. He ain't broke. He knows what he's doing. And this what happens when you live long enough to tell your story. He's giving you game. He's letting you know, hey, when you get in this game, right, this is what you could do, and this could happen, but this is what you could flip it around, and then you don't have to come out of pocket. But I don't know where this is gonna head to, because they're not stopping. So in this case, the way Lil Boosie broke it down and explained, the reason why he feels like that, it just, I'm gonna go with Boosie on this one because it's true, right? In the streets right now at the moment with the new generation, this whole snitching thing and all that. But in the streets, right, they ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna be like, hey, yeah, it's cool, man. We're gonna let 6ix9ine still do his thing, and we're gonna get one of these artists that's well known from the streets, and we're gonna, it is what it is. But if you go to jail, you do some time, what do you think them people in there gonna feel like? Because eventually what usually happens in this case is that a lot of people talk, right? And when the people are speaking and saying what they got to say, right? Eventually it goes around the block and and when it leads in that direction, what do? You ain't got the protection you need because you're not here in the streets with the freedom, running wild. You ain't got protection. The people in the jail, they're like, man, we don't respect what you did. You stood for us. You held it down for us. And this is the hard part when you are artists that are at that caliber, where you are speaking from a street perspective. A lot of people follow you. See, people don't know the difference. That's why it's so hard when people are beefing with each other, because some people could say, man, this is all just for more record sales, for more attention. Once the streets get involved, the homies don't know that. They don't know what's really going on sometimes. Even if the main one is saying, hey, just stay down, they still don't get it, because they're like, wait a minute, bro, you gonna let him disrespect you like that? But look, I'm going on a rant. It's because somebody hit me with the whole thing about you not from the streets, not from the jungle. No, I understand the streets very well, but I also knew at a very young age, if you get involved with the streets, there ain't no going back. There is no, you could change your life, of course, but you either end up dead or in jail. That's what it comes down to. If you survive long enough to tell your story, great. But if you did dirt, if you really dug in there and did some dirt, trust me, ain't no coming back from that. And from what I understood from the OGs that taught me certain things and showed me certain things, I knew right then and then. I said, hey, I got to know how to move around people. Got to respect everywhere you go. You got to show some respect, because you don't know that neighborhood, because that's not your neighborhood. But Kodak Black doing the record. Look, the record doesn't sound bad. It's just the fact that Kodak Black did the record with somebody like 6ix9ine. I don't know what to believe from 6ix9ine. I don't know if anything that comes out of his mouth is true about the whole baby mama, about the, I don't even know. You just don't know. Because the dude does anything for attention. And that's the problem with the new generation. They do anything for attention. Hey, check me out. I don't care. I don't care what I stand for. And that's the problem. But you need somebody like a Lil Boosie, an OG in the game that's been through this kind of stuff, to say, hey, there's a different way to go about getting money. Because all money ain't good money. Let's just leave it at that. But do me a favor right now. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always in the acting with mi gente, ya tu sabe. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Stico. Hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals. We got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Stico. All right, one.